This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735.
Good evening, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Lincoln Lady Railer basketball and the start of postseason tournament play here on Logan County Sports Voice, WLCN 96.3 FM. Alongside me tonight is DW, the coach, Darren Worth, freshly tanned from golfing and chasing alligators down in Florida. We got Bobby V over here in reserve, and we want to say get well soon to our broadcast friend and old friend, I shouldn't say old friend, longtime friend Jan Bowers, who is recuperating at home. Had some dental work done today and couldn't make the broadcast, but we had two substitutes readily available here tonight, one of them being DW. And Coach, looking forward tonight to getting the postseason started, and this is a time of year where it can be exhilarating and it can just crush your soul.
Well, this is the time that you're wanting. You know, regional play starts, everybody's wanting to get to that postseason, and the girls, they've won 9 out of the last 10 games, and the game that they lost was U-High there, where we were down 13, came back and actually took a lead late in that game and could have won that one. So we could have really ran off a 10, and we've beaten some good teams on the way, Decatur, MacArthur.
The opponent tonight is a longtime foe. It'll be the Wavettes of Mattoon High School, and the rivalry here, or the rivalry if there is one, goes back a long time. Mattoon was one of the first members of the Big 12 Conference back in 1925, and DW and Jan and Bobby Verderber and a lot of us can relate. Hey, nobody liked that long bus ride to Mattoon, and they didn't like it here either.
No.
Goes back to Mattoon and Lincoln were two of the first schools in the Big 12 to put girls programs out there, and both of them matured very quickly, meeting up in the state semifinals in 1978, Jan Bowers and Barb Verderber's junior year, and beat the Lady Wave in 1978. In the semifinals, and unfortunately the ladies then lost to Joliet Catholic and Kathy Boswell in the championship game. But Bobby Verderber and I were talking. We broke Mattoon's heart twice in a month then because Chuck Verderber and the boys beat him down at the Armory, coming back from a 20-point deficit at halftime, and that place was rocking. And Bob Avery had nightmares after that about the name Chuck Verderber. Well, I'm sure the girls' coach had nightmares after Barb Verderber got him in the state semifinals. Barb Verderber and Jan Bowers. But Coach Mattoon struggled a little bit this year. 6-23, 2-8 in the Apollo Conference, and you were looking up and down their roster. They're pretty young.
Yeah, they've got like 6-7 freshmen that actually dresses. They only have one senior on this squad. I don't know if that senior actually starts or plays, but they're really, really young. They've taken their lumps. They've played a lot of similar teams that we played this year. Mount Zion played them a couple times, of course, because they're in the Apollo Conference. But yeah, like I said, Mattoon used to be in the Big 12, and that's what I played in the Big 12. And we used to travel down there. Mattoon was all in Lincoln. Everybody tries to get up for Lincoln. Lincoln's always good in basketball. It doesn't matter, boys, girls. We're always good. So everybody sees that Lincoln on their jersey, and everybody wants to play their A game against us.
You mentioned Mount Zion. Mount Zion, the number 1 seed in the subsectional here, won the game earlier against Charleston, 48-29. And, Coach, it didn't look like the same Mount Zion team that beat us on our floor back in January.
Yeah, I watched that whole game, got here, and I tell you what, it was like a 6-7 point game at half, and it was, I think, a 9 going in the fourth quarter. And Charleston's only won, I think, four games this year. Charleston and Mount Zion, we saw them earlier this year to where we had an 11-point lead going in the fourth quarter, but Mount Zion's a 2 seed coming in this tournament, and we're a 3 seed right behind them. Could have been reversed if we held on to that lead, but it doesn't matter, because you're going to play each other anyway.
Mattoon averaging 35.8 points per game on offense, giving up 51.1 on defense. So on paper, you would think this might be an easy game, but none of them are easy at this point in time because, everybody gets fired up. Everybody starts over 0-0 again. It really, the regular season only matters for the seed that you got, and now everybody's starting even again. So Lincoln comes into the game 22-8, 7-3. They finished tied for third in the Central State 8, averaging 50 points a game, giving up 36.4 on defense. They've won their last 6 and 9 of their last 10. They last gave up, Coach, over 40 to Normal U-High in a game that they lost and probably should have won. In all 8 losses they've had this year, they've given up over 40 points. I talked to Corey Farmer in the post game against Pekin, and really what's carried him in the 6 victories is the defense. It's been a lockdown defense, and you'd think that, hey, if you can hold a team to under 40 points, you should have enough offense to score over 40 points.
And that's usually what the coaches will talk about. They always start with the defense. I've always started when I coached for years. I always started with defense, to where you set up a number, and it's usually 40 or 35 points a game that you want to limit them. And you see the Lincoln's teams defensively, like you said, all their losses, that we've given up 40 points. So right here, I don't see, we played Mount Zion. They're a 2 seed. We played them earlier this year. They only had 13 at half.
Correct.
So defensively, we're playing good. We just got to hit some shots, and I love to get out and go. If we get a rebound, look for the outlet and push the ball. That don't mean push the ball and you throw up something. Push the ball so they can actually run back on defense.
And you know this from your playing and coaching days. If you have, defense will carry you a long way. Defense does win championships. And if you can play defense and lock another team down, if you're having a bad night offensively or they're very good defensively, then it's a defensive struggle between both teams. And whoever plays the better defense is going to end up winning.
Exactly.
We are just about ready for the opening ceremonies. Darren, we want to give a shout out to Steve Sauer and Steve Sauer's family, because Steve was a longtime teacher here at Lincoln High School. I knew him well. He's a longtime PA voice out here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium and co-host with Jim Ash of the Lincoln Country Morning Show. And Steve passed away, I believe, yesterday. Saw that on Facebook. Yeah. And condolences to Steve's family. Steve will be sorely missed by everybody.
He was a great guy, great teacher, loved his class. But you always remembered him down there on the floor, the PA. Condolences out to the family of Mr. Sauer, but what a great guy. And
I've done PA work for basketball, and I do it for auto racing, but Steve taught me a lot as a PA announcer. He was very professional as a PA announcer. He was very measured. He was prepared as a PA announcer. He did a wonderful job. He's what a PA announcer should be.
Yeah.
You know, basically, you're there to give information. You're not there to be a cheerleader.
Right. No.
So we got starting lineups coming, and as soon as we get the starting lineups, I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, DW. Mattoon is going to wear the road green tonight. Lincoln will wear the tidy white home uniforms, trimmed in green, numerals in red, trimmed in green.
And let the spectators be positive.
Dave Renfro is back with us. Those of you who were missing Dave, he is back after being in Aruba. And had I known, I would have called customs and had him stopped at the gate. It's not fair that he had to go to Aruba and the rest of us froze to death back here. Don't be saying anything. You spent a week in Florida golfing, my man.
I should have got more sun than what I did.
And you come back and you could probably play golf now if you can get a tee in the ground.
Right, yeah. All right, starting with Mattoon. They're going to start off with a freshman actually starting, number 5, Belly Powers. Second one out is number 10. She is a junior, 5'9", Kennedy Smith. Next one up is number 21, 5'10", senior, the only senior on the team, Ava Larson. And the last one out, number 42, 5'8", and a junior, Sophia Elder.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Lincoln Rail Splitters. They enter tonight's contest.
Nice crowd here from Lincoln has filed into Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium.
Assisted by Brad Schneider, Peter Whiteman. They start a 5'5" senior.
Tate on, his dad sitting up behind us, along with Carson Comnick sitting up behind us.
They're going to start off with a 5'5" senior, number 2,
Number 3,
Lily Holmes.
Lily averaging 6'8" a game.
Second one out, a 5'3" senior, number 3, Grace Schneider.
Grace averaging 4.5 a game.
Third one out, number 11, 5'6", and a senior, Mesa McLeod.
Grace Biven averaging 9 points a game with 13 double-figure games in her freshman year.
Yeah, she's a 6-foot freshman, Grace Biven, and our last one, our leading scorer, number 25, 5'8", senior, Mia Clark. 25
double-figure games for Mama Mia and 15-4 a game. And Coach, she's going to get pressured a lot here during the postseason. She's going to have to be very selective about her shots. And I've noticed that in the last few games that she has not forced a lot of shots. She's tried to get them out of the flow of the offense and do some different things, drive to the basket. We like to see that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And people's going to know that she's wanting to shoot the ball. So, she's going to have to put it on the floor and drive.
Biven and Larson tapped it up, and it goes to Mattoon. In the backcourt, across the timeline is Veach. They go in the corner. Powers, the freshman, back out front. Smith. Powers in the corner, back out front to Smith, using the skip passes over the zone. They go in the middle to Larson. Larson, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, Biven's got it and had it knocked out of bounds and off of Biven as she brought it down, and Powers came over and stripped it out of her hands and knocked it off Grace Biven.
Yeah, you just got to go up strong. You had the ball, and then they just got their hands in there. Well, Snyder.
They throw it in. Schneider nearly had it away from Larson. Schneider putting pressure out front. Powers goes right side Smith. They go in the corner to Veach. The long skip pass back out front. Powers. There's going to be some dangerous passes here in just a couple of minutes there. Left side they go, Elder. Mattoon kind of trying to spread the Lincoln defense out, being patient here on offense.
Yeah, they even have their big gal out there at the top. That's where we kind of want her. She could probably do some damage.
Left side, long shot up, no good, and an air ball. And Elder got it under the basket. Bivens taps it out of there, and she brings it down and gets hacked again by Powers, who reaches in. But they get it to Schneider. Grace will bring it across the timeline. Mattoon setting up in a zone. Looks like an extended 2-3 zone. Schneider drives in the lane, kick out Mia Clark. Mia, nice bounce pass. Holmes, corner McLeod is online.
Yes.
Good! Bang, a collision concept 3 for Mesa, and Lincoln up 3-0.
That's big for Mesa with her confidence, because the last month or so, I don't think she's playing with too much confidence shooting the 3, and that's huge, her getting that.
Mattoon using a triangle press picker. Hey, they picked up their dribble in the backcourt. They were in trouble. Their Powers is in the trap area. Bivens steps in and knocks the pass out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a good start for Mason. It looks like our defense is moving pretty well to the ball, because they haven't been able to get really good shots.
Mattoon inbound the basketball right in front of the Lincoln student section. They go out front to Larson. Larson out past the volleyball line. Veach, the right-hand dribble between the circles. Right side, Elder in front of the Lincoln bench. Back out front, Veach. They long pass, and Grace Schneider almost got it. Elder finally picked up the pass. They go around the horn. In the corner, they go Smith. Back out front, Powers. Powers, nice bounce pass inside, and it's stolen away by Lily Holmes to Grace Schneider. Here comes Grace in a hurry. 2-on-2, and Grace will pull it back out, and that's a smart decision. Mia Clark, 20-footer, no good. Ball on the floor. Bivens got it. Bivens up and good! 5-0 Lincoln. Great hustle by Grace Bivens under the bucket. Converted that rebound into a bucket.
Yep.
Powers, backcourt. Schneider goes to the ball, knocks it away, and a foul is going to be called on Elder.
Yeah, it's got to be on Mattoon. It's got to be on Mattoon. Grace had the inside and had probably a wide open layup, too.
That's about 3 times right there. Grace has been close to stealing a pass.
And that's what you want. It's not on the ball defense. It's the ones that are off the ball, so you can get a good steal.
McLeod, 20-footer out of the left corner. Bang! Another collision concept 3. And Lincoln up 8-0 with 5.5 to go in the first quarter.
How about Mesa?
Veach gets it across the timeline to Elder, back to Powers. They get it up in a hurry. Smith out of the left corner, no good. Ball up in the air for the rebound. Schneider takes it away from Bivens, believe it or not. And here comes Grace the other way. Left side, Mia Clark. In they go to Bivens. In the corner,
nice.
McLeod. Another 3 on the way. Is it be there? No. Rebound. Holmes fights Elder for it, and Holmes is going to get called for the foul, as Elder had excellent position inside.
Yeah, Mesa had another wide open 3, too. I thought that was in.
At least it was online.
It was. Right there with Lily. That girl Elder had great position right there. Just back up and go. You don't want to get a foul right there.
Mattoon using a triangle press Baker. Ball batted away by Lincoln again on the floor. Mesa picks it up. Mesa to Grace. Grace to Lily. Lily, 10-footer baseline. Is it? Oh, rebound Clark. And a jump ball going to be called underneath. And the alternating possession goes Lincoln's way. 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln up 8-0, and the defense looking pretty good so far. Mattoon having trouble getting the ball across the timeline. Mesa to inbound, right side of the Lincoln basket. Bivens, Clark, in the corner, Mesa again. Nice ball fake. She goes inside Bivens. Good
Great pass.
Up and good!
Great pass by Mesa.
10-0 the Lincoln lead. 4.5 to go. Elder in trouble. Veach now to Powers. They're going to look at a 10-second call here in a second. And Lily Holmes kicked it out of bounds, and that bailed him out. And a timeout going to be taken by Mattoon. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Let's keep it right here. And Darren, we forgot to check the list of the game.
Right.
The list of the game sponsored by Me Realty, where you're looking to buy or sell. 3 keys to tonight's basketball game, Coach.
Well, I mean, first thing is our defense. We've been talking about how great our defense has been. Well, right now we've played almost 4 minutes, and Mattoon hadn't scored. Second thing is rebounding, and Grace Bivens been going at even Schneider, I think, grabbed a couple boards. So because if they don't get 2 or 3 shots, I mean, we're coming down and hitting some shots, and that's the third thing I thought too is hitting shots. And Mesa's starting out the way she started, because she's been struggling with her threes for the last month.
Sure has. They inbound the ball. That's the list of the game presented by Me Realty, whether you're looking to buy or sell. Check the listings at MeRealty.com. Elder picked up her dribble. Now to Veach, and they may be in trouble for a 10-second call again.
Yes.
Powers lost the basketball, and Holmes has got got it. Lily, nice little Euro step move and got fouled.
Wow. Another steal. Another great defensive stand right there.
The foul went against Adriana Veach. That is her first and the team's second foul of the first quarter. And we still have 4 minutes to go of the first quarter, and Lincoln up 10-0. Lily Holmes, the first free throw, up and good. Looked really good going in there. Lovely Lily Holmes. The second one for the senior. Dribbles it, spins it, eyes it,
looks and short.
Bounced off the front of the iron. Thought it might roll in. Mattoon the rebound. Larson, Veach. Back to Larson, and Schneider was almost there again. Larson's pushing off on her. She's in the trap. Veach, and they're going to look at a 10-second call again.
Yes,
and there it is.
It is. I tell you what, Schneider, man, has almost gotten about 4 of those cross-court passes.
Another turnover on Mattoon, and they still struggle to get the ball across half court. Mattoon looks like they're switching up their zone here a little bit. Let's see.
Looks like a 1-3-1.
It almost looks that way, doesn't it?
Kind of, or maybe a man. No, it's 1-3-1.
They go into Bivin. Bivin, nice little move. Step up, left-handed up, no good. Rebound Larson.
That's good little move by Bivin.
As Grace gets stronger, those are going to go in.
Yeah, she's only a freshman, and she looks good. She don't even look like a freshman.
Powers, they go inside, over through Veach inside. Actually, Larson inside, and here comes Lincoln the other way. Now Mattoon does look like they're in a man-to-man. McLeod wide open out of the corner. Bang! Boom. Another three for Mesa. Give Mesa 9, and it's 14-0.
Wow.
Powers, Veach, Mattoon still in the backcourt at the CS8 emblem on the other side. Veach now trying to get across the timeline, and she's at the half-court line. That's got to be close to a 10 again. Nearly threw the ball away. They get it in the front court. Powers tries to throw it inside. Larson had it and fouled by Schneider. And Grace saved a bucket there.
Yeah, she did. Grace was just a little, once they got it in the middle, Grace needed to drop down to the post, and just a little late, but that was a great foul, really.
And you're right, Coach, because if you're going to reach, and if you're going to get beaten, you're going to reach, don't let them make the bucket.
Right.
And that breaks the ice for Mattoon as Ava Larson, the senior, knocks home the first of 2 free throws. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Jay Harden, Darren Worth here on WLCN 96.3 FM and the YouTube channel. Second one for Larson, up and good. Looked good on both free throws. 14-2. Paisley Holmes into the basketball game for Lincoln. Paisley tried to throw it inside to Sage Gilbert, also in the basketball game, and overthrew her, and Veach has it, comes the other way. Right side they go Larson, Veach, Elder. Powers cross court to Elder. Schneider was right there again.
Yes.
Veach, left side Smith. Veach, right side Elder. Veach. And Lincoln's defense is really making them look hard at trying to get something going.
And they're pushing them out, too. And that's a good. Just think if there was a shot clock.
Yeah. Veach, right side Elder. Schneider pressuring her, and she's got to give it up to Veach. Mattoon's run probably about 40 seconds off the clock here just on this possession. They go inside Larson, up and no good. Gets her own rebound, up and no good again. And a Lincoln foul. And, Coach, you can't let her catch it that deep.
No. And plus, we just didn't get around there. But really, after she missed that first shot, you got to box her out, because the one person that knows where their shot's going to be is the one that shoots it.
Mia Clark with the foul. That is her first.
Ooh.
And team's third, and that ball somehow went in.
Wow. Bank shot.
Yeah. Bank it rolls around and goes down.
Yep.
Well, it's Lincoln 14 and Larson 3.
All free throws.
Yep. Second one up and tried to bank that one in too.
Great box out by
Holmes
Sage.
with the rebound, and a good box out by Sage Gilbert.
There's Mesa wide open.
Mesa again out of the corner. No, hit the back of the iron. Larson the rebound, and
nice steal by Mia.
That's Layla Westra in the basketball game for Mattoon. Schneider out front. Paisley goes inside Sage, left-handed up, no good, a little bit too hard. Paisley had the ball for a second, and Westra the rebound. Elder ahead to Powers. She lost the basketball through her hands. Powers, right side, Elder. Out front, Powers. Westra. They go free throw line, Larson, 15-foot turnaround. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, they called a foul right there.
Foul was on Paisley Holmes, but it didn't look like much of a foul.
Well, and you have her shooting a tough shot anyway. Just put your hand up. Don't even jump at her. And her first 2 free throws look good. These last 3 hasn't looked very good.
Larson misses the first of 2, and Darren, she's got a little kind of a funny looking form with her shot, but hey, what difference does it make if it goes in? Second one up and missed them both.
That's a push off, but didn't
and
call
Larson, or Elder, got it over the top of Clark after pushing her off. Schneider nearly had her tied up, and Grace steals the ball. Into the backcourt it goes. Powers has it. Holmes is going to get her second foul, and Coach, that was an unnecessary reach-in foul.
I mean, that's 2 fouls that she's gotten to where shouldn't be fouls. I mean, you can't be that aggressive. Be aggressive with your feet and move to where they're going, but not with your hands. And both times it was with her hands.
That's 2 on Paisley Holmes.
Yeah.
She's going to have to take a seat. Lily's going to come in for her, it looks like. Up and good by Powers.
Yeah, all their points is 4 free throws. I mean, they're right now they're 4 out of 7. They've shot 7 free throws.
Second one for Powers coming. 14-4, the Lincoln lead. Minute 4 to go here in the first quarter. Second one up, no good, and that's going to be a push in the back by Larson.
Yeah, that's the second time they caught that one. They didn't catch Elder earlier.
So Lincoln will have the ball going the other way, and we'll see if Corey Farmer chooses to take what shot is available in the possession or play for the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, we're going to probably for sure run a set or shoot it fairly quick here.
Mattoon extends their defense. Clark going to drive down the lane. Mia, nice drive up, no good. Rebound Sage. Sage kick out to Mesa. Mesa back out front, Grace. Grace left side, Lily. Lily going to drive it in. The kick to Mesa McLeod. Back to Grace. Lincoln moving the ball real quick. Grace in the lane. 5-footer. Good! Grace drove down the lane. It was actually probably an 8-footer at the CS8 sign and the harm.
Well, what I love about that, the ball movement. Our ball, I mean, I think every girl touched the ball down on that possession. A great drive by Lily Holmes had a great drive. Grace Schneider had a great drive. A couple good kickouts.
Alana Perez, number 43 in the ball game for them. She picked up the foul freshly in the basketball game. Gilbert goes up for the board. It's on the floor, and Sage has it. Still on the floor, still on the floor, still on the floor. Grace has it. Trying to get it to somebody. Squirts it out to Lily. What hustle by Grace.
Wow.
Grace Bibbin back in the basketball game for Lincoln. Mesa in the corner. Back out front, Schneider. Schneider going to drive down the lane again. Kick to Sage. Sage, what a great move inside. Good!
Wow.
Sage Gilbert going to the rack. Makes the bucket. 18-4. 19 seconds on the clock. Perez will bring the ball to the floor for Mattoon. Goes to Powers. In the corner they go, Perez. Back out front, Powers. Powers looking for somebody. Goes in the corner, Westra. Westra in trouble, in trouble. Tried to throw it and threw it away. Gets it to Lily Holmes. Not going to get the shot off, and at the end of one quarter, it is Lincoln 18 and Mattoon 4. We'll send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Our buddy Tate back at the studio is a little bit tired back there. But Tate, that was excellent timing. Here we are, Jay Harden, DW back at Royce Anderson. Lincoln up 18-4. Mattoon the ball to start this second quarter. And Coach Lincoln's defense looking awful good right now.
Oh, great. We held them scoreless on field goals in that quarter. Just got to keep them off that foul line. They shot 8 free throws and made 4 of them.
Mattoon playing a lot of catch out front. Westra to Powers. Powers, Smith. Boy, their passing looks awfully rough right now. I think they're rattled by the Lincoln defense.
That's
Shot
their only
Smith,
shooter.
25-footer. Bounced back hard, back of the iron. Rebound underneath. Larson has it. Back up and good. And Larson's going to get another foul and go to the line. Let's see who this one's on. I think it's on. Is it on Sage? No, it's on Grace Snyder. That's 2 on Grace.
What's been great about that, Larson, when she shoots it, it's almost like she's not even thinking about making that first one because she goes hard after the board for that second one.
Up and good by Larson, and it's 18-5.
That's
and
her
Mattoon's
7th free throw.
And all their points have been on free throws. Second one for Larson, up and good. I mean, got to commend her for the effort on the board. She really went. She wanted that ball and went for it twice. That makes it 18-6. Larson makes them both. And Schneider, left side, Mia Clark. Mia going to drive it in the lane, had the ball knocked away, and a foul.
It's a good call. And just, even looking at Mount Zion that beat Charleston 48-29, that's who we'll play if we win. Well, Mount Zion played Mattoon twice this year, killed him the first time by about 30, but then the second time just played him, I think January. Oh, nice.
Oh, what a nice pass and cut. And, Mia Clark missed the bunny and almost got a foul there on the reach on Perez. They had Sage Gilbert wide open in the corner over here. Westra out front. Powers. Westra. Powers. Shot Smith up and no good. Back of the iron. And Clark had Perez screened down and she went over the top of her. And that should have been a foul right there. Smith, Powers, long 3 up, no good. Rebound, Larson has it. She'll turn around, fire it, no good. Clark screens everybody out. She's got the board. Mia heads up, dribble up the court. Back out front, Grace. Mattoon will set back up in what appears to be, it's either 1-3-1 or extended 2-3. Grace corner, Lily up and no good. Sage Gilbert chases it down. Nice screen out by Sage. Sage drives in, throws to Lily again. Lily going to drive it in. 5-footer, good! Yeah, Darren, right there, that's kind of Lily Holmes' game. Drive and slash and stop and pop. And
I really love her 10 to 15-foot shot. They all almost look like they're going in.
Westra out front. Greg Gilbert about to come in for Lincoln. Larson way away from the basket. And that should be an illegal screen right there on Larson. Her and Biven having a battle inside. Perez in the corner. That should be 5 seconds right there. Good Lord. Westra, they go to Perez.
Well, Lincoln really doesn't have to play defense. They're keeping it on one side of the court.
And they just threw the ball to nobody.
Yeah, I mean, the other two could have ate a sandwich down there on the backside.
Well, speaking of sandwiches, somebody just had a pizza delivered down the student section.
We're going to have to get an order down there.
Yeah, I guess so. 20-6, the Lincoln lead. 5:45 to go here. I think Sam and Bobby had pizzas delivered out here one night by 3 different places. In the corner, Mesa. She drives baseline. Back out front, Grace. Grace, Lily. Nice fake. Lily goes in the lane. 5-footer, partially blocked. Ball up in the air. Biven grabs it. Biven to Mesa. Back to Grace. Grace going to drive it in. Kick back to Lily. Lily, pass to Grace. Grace turns around and ball just stripped away by Perez. And Lily probably should have gone up for the shot.
Yeah, Lily or Grace.
Yeah.
Biven should have probably just caught it and just had a nice little 5-foot jumper.
Veach. Powers, back to Veach, and they're operating out near the volleyball line. Powers, Larson, back to Powers. Veach, back to Powers. She'll take a 20-footer, top of the key, up no good. Biven the rebound.
Yeah, there was nobody around Biven grabbing that board.
Schneider, right side, Lily, in the corner, Mesa. Back to Lily. Back to Mesa. Mesa looked inside Biven. Back to Lily. Lily, nice pass to Gray Gilbert. Gray back out front, Grace. Grace to Lily. Lily, 18-footer, looked pretty good. It was on line, hit the back of the iron. Powers up the floor in a hurry. Powers cut off by Schneider. Long shot, Veach. It is banked home. Good Lord. That makes it 20-9 as Veach banks home a three. 4:15 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, you want Lily to do this right here. Attack the basket. I mean, she was wide open for that shot, but her game is, man, attack mode.
They go inside Biven. Biven, nice little up and under move, up and good.
Wow. Yeah, you got to look for Biven down there. She can have some mismatches down there.
22-9, the Lincoln lead. 3:50 to go here in the half. Veach. They go inside Perez. Perez going to be tough to guard under there when she gets it that deep. Up and good.
Yeah, that was too easy right there.
Sage Gilbert going to come back in the basketball game as Grace brings it across the timeline against the Mattoon zone. Grace, Lily right side, Lily into Mesa in the corner. Mesa going to drive baseline, kick back out to Lily. Lily tried to bounce pass it in to Biven, and Mattoon was right there and got around her and knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, that pass has got to be more to towards the baseline instead of the middle, because Biven did have her pinned.
So Lincoln will have the basketball, left side of the Lincoln basket. Mason McLeod inbound on the baseline. Sage Gilbert, three out of the right corner, just off. Rebound battle, and Biven's got it. Biven, nice move back on the baseline, up, no good. Sage Gilbert the board. Sage gets fouled going back up. It should be two shots.
Well, you have two freshmen out there, Sage and Biven, that, I mean, goes hard to rebound.
The foul on Mattoon. Goes against, I believe, number, let's see, who
shot
was that on? That was on number 43, Alana Perez. That is her second and the team's second. Gilbert makes the first of two free throws, 23-11, the Lincoln lead. Second one, back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Clark. Clark up, got pushed in the back and no call. Right in front of the official on the baseline. Mattoon will bring it the other way. Larson, who pushed her in the back, got the board, gives it to Perez. Perez out front, Veach. Back to Veach. Elder, Perez. Elder back in the basketball game for them. Perez tried to drive down the game, drive down the lane. That's easy for you to say. And Gilbert goes up and got the foul again on Veach. Sage Gilbert.
Yeah, going back to that free throw line.
You know, I like the way she goes to the rack, Coach. I really do. She goes hard, and when she goes up for a layup, she goes up for a layup.
I mean, her motor's always running, too. I mean, all three of these freshmen, that's actually all three of them's out on the floor right now, Paisley and Sage and Grace Biven. But them three, they go hard all the time.
Sage Gilbert makes the first of two free throws. They list Sage at 5'7". She's got enough height and length to cause a lot of trouble for a lot of guards. Second one up and good. Got them both.
And plays bigger than 5'7".
So Lincoln, the press on again. Perez in the backcourt. Elder dribbling the wrong way, and now she goes forward and sends trouble. She's in trouble. They get it across to Veach. Veach, baseline Smith. Smith, the lob pass inside. Larson up and good. That was a little bit too easy. Somebody missed an assignment down low. And it's 25-13. 2:20 to go here in the half. Clark, left-handed dribble out front. Paisley in the corner, Mesa. Back out front, Mia. They're really guarding Mia Clark. Mia drives in, goes left side, Gilbert. Nice drive, corner, Mesa. Mesa wide open three out of the corner. Across the iron, ball into the corner. Mia nearly chased it down, and here comes Mattoon, and I thought that was carrying the basketball on Veach. Looked like an awful high dribble to me. They go inside Larson. Perez pushing off on Gilbert. She just bowled her in there and lays it up and in.
What a move.
Alana Perez, and they cut it to 10, 25-15. Mia Clark has yet to score. Biven, and a bad pass, and Perez steals it away. They go in the corner, Smith, back out front, Veach. Right side, Elder, Veach, Smith, Veach. Smith, inside they go, Larson on Biven, good defense, up, no good. Clark the board. Mia, nice move. Going to go in the lane, throws it up through the foul and falls down.
I thought she was going to make that, too.
I thought so, too.
And that's if you can't get your shots outside, that's what Mia can do. Is either shot fake, get to the basket.
Sophia Elder, her second. So two of the Mattoon inside, or big girls, if you want to call them that, have 2 fouls here in the first half. 25-15, the Lincoln lead. Minute 10 to go here in the half, and Mia makes the first one. That is her first point of the night. Hard to believe, isn't it?
That is crazy. And we're up 11.
Mia Clark's second one up and no good. Around and out. Perez chases it down in the corner. Minute 8 to go. Lincoln pressing all over the floor. Veach across the timeline. Go dribbles between everybody. Kick back out Larson. Perez. Perez, left side Smith. Out front Elder. Right side Veach.
I'm wondering if Elder, I mean, she's one of their big girls. I wonder if she could shoot outside because she's been outside most of the
But hasn't taken one yet that I can remember. Perez traveled with the basketball, no call, and that should be a 5 seconds right there. Good gravy. Larson baseline, back out front. Smith, she'll launch another three. And Bivin, Lincoln, good job screening the boards out. Bivin went and got the basketball.
Yeah, I'd like us to hold this for the last shot here. You've got 23 seconds left, but we turn it over.
And a bad pass, and traveling right there on Veach.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Mia got stuck in the cookie jar right there.
Foul on Mia Clark, her second, and that is the team's second, I believe. 19.4 on the clock. And, Coach, no real reason for that foul.
No, oh no. That was a frustration foul right there with the turnover.
So the score, Lincoln 26, Mattoon 15, 19.4 on the clock.
See if we get a big stop. It's our ball to come out after the half.
Elder out front, Powers. Westra tries to go inside Larson. They kick it right back out to Elder. Powers. In the corner they go and threw the ball away. So with 3.8 on the clock, Lincoln will have the basketball and length of the floor to go. Mattoon going to press. They get it to Paisley Holmes. Paisley on the run. Paisley, 30-footer, didn't go in. Rebound, Sage, up and no good, and didn't get the shot off at the end of the first half. It is Lincoln 26 and Mattoon 15. We will send it back to the WLCN studio for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, DW and I will have the halftime show with our special guest, Bobby V. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Jay Harden, Darren Worth, and we've been joined by the elder statesman of broadcasting here in Lincoln and Logan County, Bobby Verderber, our resident tobogganist. And Bobby, what were your observations of the first half?
Well, first of all, a traditional Big 12 battle. Mattoon Green Wave comes into Lincoln wearing green against the Rail Splitters. You know, that's disrespecting us wearing that green. That's my favorite Rail Splitter uniform, the green. But anyhow, you know, Bobby, you always know Bobby V's me really the list of the game is play the defense, the 1-2-2 ball press, which Corey Farmer extends, control the boards, which we've kind of been iffy, and then you got to hit the open shot. To run the offense, coach wants you to hit the open shot, and we did that early. Mason McLeod lit it up. The freshman Bivin picked up some garbage in there. I think we jumped off 10-0, maybe farther.
It was 14-0.
14-0. That's right. We're up by 2 touchdowns. I forgot. And so anyway, yeah, that's the way it's been. And now in the second quarter, like you said, it was we only outscored them 11-8. But Corey was working with different lineups, you know, and you like to see those freshmen getting playing time. And I was sitting there, and I know I'm paid to be crazy, and I think, you know, we got a shot at another 20 wins next year. It's possible. It's not
especially with those 3 freshmen.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
I think our JV team only lost, maybe 2?
Yeah.
One game?
They were 21-1, I believe, on the year is what they ended up.
Okay.
So.
And in our 1,000-point scorer only had 1 point there in the first half.
Right, and we're up 11.
And like I've said after that last game, Corey, he's a sly old fox. He doesn't run all these plays. If he runs all these plays, we're running back doors, we're getting more open shots. He's just playing this team like Muhammad Ali.
And I think the girls had done a reasonably good job the first half of hitting the boards. The defense actually was pretty good in the first half. I mean, what was it? Mattoon, they had 5 points at one point. All of them were on free throws. It was quite a while before they actually got a bucket.
Right.
And Lincoln's defense is really causing them to have to extend, pass the ball around a lot, eat up time off the clock. And as we talked, they've won 6 in a row, haven't given up 40 points in those 6 victories.
Yeah.
In fact, Darren and I were talking, all of the losses, all 8 losses, they gave up over 40 points this year. Well, if you can give up less than 40 points, as we talked to Corey on the postgame at Beacon, you ought to be able to score 40 points and win a basketball game if you're not giving up 40.
Yeah. So, hey, well, let's look into the future. Let's say we win this game tonight. What's the big keys to the game against Mount Zion? What was the score? That was an overtime, wasn't it?
That was an overtime game. I think you guys have given the same. It's like a broken record. It's the same thing. You got to play defense. You got to rebound. You do have to hit shots, but honestly, I think part of it is you got to make better judgment with passes.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be crisp. You can't have. You're going to get to a certain point where you can't have 10, 15 turnovers in a game. It's not going to work.
And that's what happened against Mount Zion. We were up 11 going into the fourth quarter, and then they started pressuring us and ended up getting steals and getting to the foul line. I think they shot, 28 free throws that game?
It was something ridiculous.
Yeah. Darren and I think the same way. We put in our time at Rebel Memorial Court and up to Central. So, you just got to fight for the boards. You got to hit those open shots, and with Corey Farmer at the helm, he's down there in that locker room, he's not happy. He's going to tell him to play better.
I hate, you talk about looking in the future. I hate to think how good the 3 freshmen we've got on the floor right now can be, because each one of them is athletic in a different way. They've got different skills that they bring to the table, and they just have a tenacity about them. You watch them; they're not giving up out there. They're not. If they get pushed around, they're pushing back. Paisley Holmes has got a tremendous motor. Sage Gilbert's got a heck of a motor, and Grace Bivin has a lot of tenacity for a big girl that's a freshman.
Yeah, and Bivin and Sage made 2 great moves down in the paint, and playground moves that it's hard to teach. And Bivens going to get stronger. She's only a freshman, so she's getting out-muscled a few times down in there.
Yeah, that's the big thing and if you look at her right now as a freshman, you can't believe she's a freshman, actually. She's got some moves like a junior, senior.
Yeah.
But like you said, she gets a little weight, man. She is going to be a ton down there.
She's got to go Bill Walton and get those elbows up, get it up. Don't hold that ball down, because the scrappy guys are going to take it away from you.
If she becomes Bill Walton, this will be another state championship here, buddy, because Bill Walton was was a lot of people don't realize it from his NBA days, but Bill Walton was great. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. He could have been probably one of the top 3 centers ever in the NBA if he never got hurt.
Oh, yeah. He'd be with Bill Russell and Kareem and Wilt. Yeah.
He is probably one of the best college players probably ever.
When you go 21 of 22 in a national semifinal game down at what used to be the Checker Dome, score 44 points, that's a heck of a night, buddy.
And then that game when they had the 88-game win streak and they're up 70-59 and they get beat at Notre Dame. But we digress. This is girls basketball. And Mattoon Lincoln's always been a great battle. And Jan would be talking about that 78 game, when they beat them, what was it, 64-48? Yeah, that was
16 points.
Yeah, what was that? Was the quarter? That was the Final Four.
That was a semifinal game.
Yeah.
All right, DW, can you run through the scoring real quick?
Yeah. All right, we'll go with the Mattoon Green Wave here. We had Powers with 1 point. She was 1 for 2 from the line. Larson, that spent most of her time at the free throw line, had 7 points. She was 5 out of 8 from the line. You had Beach that hit their only 3. She had 3 points, and Perez that came off the bench had 4. And like we talked about earlier, we're up 11 points, and our leading scorer only had 1 point. She was 1 for 2 from the line. Lily Holmes had 3. Grace Schneider had 2. Mason McLeod, that started hot early, she had 9 points, 3 threes. You had Sage Gilbert, that great energy off the bench. She had 5. And Grace Biven, that's Steady Grace, had 6 points.
I looked over your shoulder. Mattoon only had 3 buckets the entire first half.
3 buckets.
Out of 15 points, only 6 of them came on field goals.
And Jay, you'll think I'm crazy, but I've still got the scoring from that Mattoon Lincoln game from 78. But Derber had 28 points, 22 rebounds. Bowers had 16. Allsup had 7. McRoberts 6. Cook and Gigi Guy had 4, and Pam Richard had 2.
28 and 22 rebounds. That's phenomenal.
Crazy.
That's
on
crazy.
her birthday, April Fool's Day.
That's nuts.
That is.
I'll never forget that day when they didn't have sonograms back there, and Paulie V says, "We're going to pick up 2." I said, "We're going to pick up 2." Yeah, Mom had 2 at this time.
Thanks for joining us, Bobby.
Yep. Thanks for putting up with me. That's the way we like it, baby.
Oh, yeah.
All right, just about ready to start the second half. Possession arrow is going to go Lincoln's way. And Lincoln up 26-15, Coach, and you can't let your foot off the gas here in the second half.
No, and these first 3 minutes going to be big. We've got to have a good possession. It looks like they might. No, they're still in that zone, but we got to have a good first possession right here to get a bucket and then put our defense go to work.
Mattoon, it almost looks like an extended 3-2 at times. It's a little bit different. Left side McLeod, 20-footer, bang!
Just
Mason
like
McLeod with her 4th 3, and it's 29-15.
That's how we started the game. Mason McLeod for a 3.
Another Collision Concepts 3. They're still in the backcourt. Elder finally kicked out of bounds by Lily Holmes, and they were facing another 10-second call.
Yeah, that bounce pass would have took 2 seconds off that pass. Yeah, that would have probably been a 10-second if Lily didn't kick it.
Veachel inbounds for them, gets it to Larson. Larson, nearly stolen by Biven. Kick ahead to Lily Holmes, up and no good. Biven the board, up and no good. Holmes the rebound. Lily inside, kick to Mia. Mia going to drive it down the lane. She was fouled by Elder.
I guess not going to call the body. That's
Elder,
a double dribble.
And she double dribbled.
Yeah, Mia, I thought Mia should have probably shot that elbow. She is such a great shooter to where, that's money for her right there. But, she wanted to try to, get
draw
to the rack.
Yeah. That would have been the 3rd foul on Elder had she drawn the contact.
Yep.
So Lincoln, the basketball up 29-15, just starting the second half, 7:09 to go. Biven, free throw line, 15-footer, no good. Grace gets her own board, knocked away, and Elder's going to get her 3rd foul there.
I thought that might have been a block right there.
You know what? I like Grace Biven taking that shot. It'll keep defenses honest, and she can hit it. And a timeout going to be taken on the floor. Elder, that was her 3rd foul. We will go ahead and keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout. Full School Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, whether buying or selling, trust the pros at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk in Lincoln, or go online to merealty.com. Schneider Masonry, family-owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates, call 217-314-9654. Well, Coach, at least the first minute of the second half starting out pretty good for the ladies.
And that's what you want. You wanted to start, Mesa hit that wide open three, and our defense is taking over just like the start, first quarter. The second quarter, I bet you Coach Farmer went in there and said, hey, we got to get back to what we did the first quarter.
Biven gets her 7th on the first free throw, and there's point number 8. 31-15, the Lincoln lead. Grace Biven with 8, with 2 at the free throw line. Mattoon in the backcourt. Larson to Veach.
Tell you what, we've extended our defense, too. We've moved our backs up.
Powers. Veach drills it across the timeline shakily. Gets it to Larson. Out front, Veach. Powers. Left side they go. Smith. Shot on the way. No good. Back of the iron. Ball batted around. Elder fell to the ground. Knocked it out of bounds. And she's slow to get up. I think she might have stepped on somebody's foot. And she limps away a little bit. May have twisted an ankle there or the knee. But she's going to shake it off and go down the floor. 6:39 to go. Lincoln to basketball. Moves it into the front court. Grace around the Biven screen. Elder jumps out and covers her. Grace going to drive baseline. Nice pass to Biven. 5-footer. Oh, rolls around. Grace goes for the rebound. And Grace, I think, is going to get called for the foul.
Man, she was in between those two reaching for the ball.
Biven picks up the foul. That is her first. First on the ladies, quarter number 3.
And that's another shot you don't mind Grace taking. That was a little 7-footer right there.
And a nice recognition by Grace Schneider that she was there for open.
About 10 seconds.
Oh, stolen by Biven. What a play. Biven to Lily. Lily up and good. 33-15, and the defense picks up where it left off. Larson, Clark the steal, knocked out of bounds.
And I love what Coach Farmer did with our defense to start this quarter. Our backs have moved up. We moved our defense. The point and the wings moved up, putting a lot more pressure on Mattoon.
Mattoon into the front court. Veach right side, about 30 feet from the basket. Powers, top of the key. Left side, Smith. Powers. Veach. Powers. Smith. They go inside Larson. Larson pushed away from the bucket by Biven. Larson, nearly stolen by Lincoln. In traffic, Powers throws up a 15-footer. Good.
Wow.
Powers turned right around on Lily Holmes. Shot it from 15 and nailed it. 33-17, and that's 3 for Powers. Schneider around the Biven screen. Schneider takes it in. And Schneider brings it back out to Mia.
They
Holmes,
actually
throw inside Biven. Great look. Biven up and good.
They actually went to they're guarding McLeod and Mia Clark man-to-man, and the rest is playing zone.
And Holmes stole the ball. Schneider is fouled by Veach. And Lily got a hand on that, knocked it away, and the foul on Mattoon. That'll be their second, and the foul is on Veach. And they say that's 3 on Adriana Veach.
It's another great defense. Mia, first time wide
Clark,
open.
left side 3, no good. Missed everything. That's unusual off an inbounds play for Mia Clark.
And how wide open she was.
Powers will throw up a long 3 back of the iron. Mesa, nice board. Mesa to Grace, and Grace going to push the ball up the floor. Grace, left side Lily. Nice fake by Lily Holmes. 10-foot stop and pop. No good. Rebound. Biven goes for it, and Larson takes it out of there.
I wish Lily would have just kept on going to the basket, get a layup out of there.
Left side they go. Powers inside Larson. Larson the move. Turnaround on everybody. No good. Rebound Schneider. Grace quickly up the floor. Throws it to Biven. Biven got hacked from behind, and they steal the ball. Veach comes out of there with it.
I don't know how that's not a foul right there. But again, Grace get a little stronger. That's
they won't take the ball from her. No. Holmes nearly steal. Oh, that should have been a foul out front, quite honestly. I mean, Holmes has it again. Lily's all over the place. Shot Smith, 25-footer, no good. Rebound batted underneath there. Powers comes out with it. Powers ball off of Clark's foot, and it goes Mattoon's way.
Man, I tell you what, Lily Holmes is playing hard out there.
Lily going to get a little bit of a breather, greeted by Coach Farmer and her teammates. Paisley Holmes on the floor now as they throw it out front to Larson. Larson, free throw line, weird looking shot, and it went in. Almost looked like she just slung it up there, but hey, it worked. Form doesn't matter as long as it goes in.
Yeah, they're making sure McLeod is being guarded right now.
Paisley wide open 15-footer. Like her taking that shot. Ball knocked out by Mattoon. It'll stay Lincoln basketball. And that's a shot Paisley Holmes can hit.
Yes, and you want Paisley, in the offseason of that, start shooting a lot of those and actually shooting threes, and get better on her outside shot. Nice
pass inside the bib, and a great move by Grace. Left-handed up and good. Grace, that little twist and going to the left hand. Oh, that was almost a travel there in the backcourt by Larson. Veach ahead to Powers. They go ahead to Smith. Smith back out front. Veach. Powers. Veach. Volleyball line. Powers. Left side Smith. They go inside Larson. Larson double team. Kick back out. Veach can't do anything with it. Elder, Powers, and they're struggling. Good defense by Lincoln.
Powers was wanting to shoot that. Yeah,
Larson goes in, and I think Mesa's going to get called for a reach. Let's see who it is. A couple of Lincoln girls right there.
Yeah, it's got to be McLeod.
It was McLeod. Mesa McLeod with the reach. That is her first foul.
And I'm glad they're saying it's on the floor. But right there, she was out of control driving that ball. You don't want to see your players just trying to reach for that ball. But when that ball's out there like that, you're going to.
37-19, the Lincoln lead. They throw it out front, Elder. Elder, left-handed dribble, cut off by Schneider. Back out front, Smith. Smith, right side, Powers. They come back out front to Elder. Elder, Powers.
Man, you got two of the quickest guards out there with Schneider and Paisley Holmes, and Snyder with the...
Perez had it knocked away, and
wow.
And Perez fell on her, and the call was a jump ball, and it would go Mattoon's way.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to get in a scrap with Perez right there with your
No,
Schneider.
And I don't think if you're Grace, you want her falling on top of you.
No. No, you don't.
Sub for Lincoln, Sage Gilbert back in the basketball game. Out front they go, Elder. Right side, Larson. They throw it inside.
Great
Perez.
by Sage.
Sage Gilbert with a great defensive play. And Schneider the other way to Paisley. Paisley drives it in, Lily. Lily back to Paisley. Paisley, right side, Sage. Sage, nice stepping up and under, no good. Rebound, Lily up, no good, and a foul.
How did Sage not get hammered?
I don't know.
Wow.
I can't believe she got that shot off, to be honest with you. The foul is on number 42. That's Elder, and that is her fourth.
Wow. I tell you what I see in this second half is, Lily, I think she'll drain this free throw.
Second one up, doubled the score. Powers quickly ahead to Westra. Westra to Smith, and Smith will dribble it in. Now she's trapped in the corner. And Lil shot Smith left side, no good. Schneider tried to get the rebound against the Powers, has just reached out, elbowing somebody away.
Well, Lily's everywhere.
Right.
Lily Holmes is everywhere defensively.
Lincoln moves into the front court. Minute and a half to go here in the third. Schneider around to screen. Nice pass inside Lily. Lily, nice bounce pass Paisley up. No good. Perez the rebound. And Lily's going to get the read. No, jump ball call. Wow.
Nice. We'll take that.
And Mattoon's not happy about that.
But, we're getting hammered out there, and there's no calls. They're letting them play a lot down there.
Hey, if you can get away with it, do it,
Yep.
Mesa to inbound. Mesa looking for somebody. She gets it into Lily. Lily going to drive in again. Lily up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Mesa's got it. Out front, Grace. Minute 14 to go here in the third.
Yeah, they're staying on Mesa. I mean, that girl's not even leaving.
Grace. Handoff Paisley. Paisley drives in, looking for somebody, needs help. Gets it to Grace. Back to Paisley. 5-footer baseline. No good. Might have been a quick shot. Ball on the floor. Sage has it up and no good.
Again, just hustle right there for the rebounds.
58-2 on the clock here in the third, and Sage Gilbert going to go to the free throw line. That foul on Layla Westra. That is her first. She's a freshman. Mattoon awful young. Sage up and good.
Good looking free throw by Sage.
Gives Sage 6. And a full timeout is taken by Mattoon. Let's go ahead and keep it right here. State Farm Insurance agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago in Lincoln. He can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance as well as coverage for your home and life. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbank.com. UCB is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. The Johnson family, in honor of Grandpa Keith Johnson, who's here tonight and distributed some of the best pecans we've ever had. Proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for over 50 years. And we can't fail to mention the LCHS Lady Railer basketball alumni, Jan Bowers being one of them. A proud tradition of LCHS athletics, once a Railer, always a Railer. So, Coach, 58-2 on the clock, and Lincoln, has had a good third quarter. They've been able to extend the lead.
Well, and I think we've done a great job of Coach Farmer making great adjustments at halftime where he moved his defense up, and he wanted their guards to handle the ball, and our defense is on the attack mode.
He talked about the girls maybe running out of gas a little bit up at Pekin, and I think Pekin had a college floor which helps spread the defense out.
Right.
But he's freely substituted tonight. It looks like he's trying to make sure everybody's rested.
And Sage that's shooting her second free throw.
And Lily's going to get called for a foul even though Larson pushed her off.
Yeah, and I mean, Sage has had a great game tonight. Grace Bivens had a really good game. But Lily Holmes has played awesome up there on top of that press.
That's 2 fouls on Lily. 38-19 the Lincoln lead, or 39-19 the Lincoln lead. 54 seconds on the clock. Mattoon still struggling in the backcourt. Oh, and nearly stolen by Sage Gilbert. They've got a fast break going. Perez, layup time, good. One of the few times Mattoon has been able to break the press easily and get ahead of it.
Well, if you're Sage, you got to make sure 100% you can get that steal.
Grace drives in, throws up a wild shot, didn't get it. Paisley's got it. Paisley back to Grace. To Lily, 15-footer on the way. No good. Back to the iron. Sage the rebound. Sage right through Paisley's legs. Paisley looked like Bill Buckner right there. It went right through her legs and out of bounds. Mattoon just threw the ball into the Lincoln bench in the backcourt. So with 18-9 on the clock, Lincoln will have the basketball, and Mia Clark is getting ready to come back in. And, Coach, she's got 1 point in this basketball game, and Lincoln up 18 points.
I mean, and that's what's great about this team right now is Mia is our leading scorer. And usually, if you're going to say Mia's had one point, you don't know what the score is, you would for sure say we're getting beat.
Oh, they got her wide open in the corner. Paisley goes Gilbert. Gilbert out of the right corner. Good. Sage Gilbert with a 15-footer out of the right corner. Give her 8, and it's 41-21.
They're not going to get a shot off. Nope.
Larson couldn't get the shot off at the end of 3 quarters. Lincoln up 20, 41-21. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and send it back to the WLCN studios. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Back here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Lincoln up 41-21. Mattoon the ball to start the fourth quarter. Right side they go Powers. And Lincoln's defense still going strong. Westra, a long shot up, no good.
Oh, great
rebound,
box
Paisley
out.
Holmes, and here she comes in a hurry. Paisley trying to blow past everybody, lost the basketball. Out front Clark. Mia, right side Lily. Nice fake by Lily Holmes. Lily goes inside Gilbert. Gilbert going to kick it back out front, Paisley. Right side Lily. Lily back to Paisley. Paisley drives in, a handoff to Mia Clark. Mia, spin move at the free throw line. Paisley, 10-footer baseline, good! Coach, nice offensive sequence by the ladies.
Great ball movement. Girls are cutting everywhere, and we're finding the open girl. Oh, nice.
Oh, nearly stolen by Clark, and it was knocked into Bivens' legs. Bivens quickly ahead to Lily Holmes. Lily up the right side, up and good. And great awareness by Grace Bivens to know she was out ahead of the pack. 45-21. Westra, backcourt Powers. They throw it ahead to Perez. Perez, left side, Smith. She'll throw up a three. Back of the iron, no good. Sage the board.
Yeah, right now we have 2 seniors and 3 freshmen out there on the court.
And it's nice to see Paisley getting the experience to run the offense. Sage throws up an 18-footer baseline, didn't get it. Mia under the basket. Nice pass to Sage, blocked, but a foul going to be called. I think it's going to go against Larson.
That was a great pass by Mia Clark to Sage.
Ava Larson, that is her second. The team's first of the fourth quarter, and 6:35 to go. Sage Gilbert to the free throw line. Oh, and Sage with an air ball free throw. You know, air balls are embarrassing enough, but you shoot an air ball for a free throw. That really is one of those you'd like to just crawl into a hole.
Well, she was just short on her last field goal.
I don't know if she's running out of gas a little bit, or second one for Sage. Bends it up and rounded out. No good. Missed them both. Larson the board. Gets it to Perez. Perez in the backcourt. Nearly threw that ball away. Larson trying to back it across the timeline. Finally, she gets it to Perez. Perez is trapped. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. And finally gets it to Veach. Veach to Larson. She'll go down the lane. Gilbert with a tremendous block and gets called for the foul.
Well, again, Sage tried to go for the steal and almost gave up a wide-open layup, but that was a great job of getting back and almost blocking that shot.
Sage with a foul. Emma Hutchinson had checked into the basketball game, and up and good by Larson. Mason McLeod coming in, and Sage Gilbert going to take a seat. Second one for Larson. Up and no good. Around and out. Schneider with the rebound. Nearly lost it. Quickly ahead to Hutchinson. Up and no good. Rebound. Clark battles for it. And Larson ripped it away from her. Larson quickly ahead to Perez. Nope. Schneider's going to take it away. And here comes Grace the other way. Grace ahead to Mia Clark. Ball bounces off the backboard. And a foul on Lily Holmes. And probably not the best pass from Grace Schneider. There were 2 defenders right there. I know what she was trying to do, but Mia was kind of far under the basket, too. Lily with the foul. That was her third and the team's second. They finally go across the timeline. Larson, she dribbled it off of her feet to Mesa. And Mesa will throw it to Grace. 5:45 to go. Lincoln up 45-22. Play got a little sloppy here in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, great drive by Snyder.
Lily was nearly clotheslined there by Perez. And Grace just threw it to the defender. In the basketball game, Layla Cole, a freshman.
Yeah, that's 2 plays right there by Grace that you don't usually see her do with the turnovers.
They go inside Larson. Larson, nice move around Clark, throws it up. It bounced around the rim about 8 times and went home. And it's 45-24. Larson with 12. Grace to Lily. Lily to Mia. Mia, 10-footer left side, up no good, back of the iron. And all green jerseys there as Emma came up behind Veach, and Veach wisely dribbled away from her. Right side, Westra. Westra, baseline, Perez. Perez back out front, Westra. They go inside, Larson. Larson thought about backing it in. Veach, left side, Cole, and Cole drives baseline. They're going to call Mesa McLeod for the foul.
Yeah, I haven't seen her shoot. I don't know why Mesa actually closed out that far on number 12, because she actually just checked in the game. I don't know if she's played at all.
Schneider and Clark take a seat as Biven and Paisley come back in the basketball game. Shot out of the corner by Westra. Nearly banked it in from the corner. Rebound Larson. She just throws it up there. No good. Paisley the rebound. And here comes the motor. Paisley Holmes.
I thought Larson might have got fouled right there.
To Mesa. Back out front, Paisley. Paisley operating between the circles. Yeah, Paisley to direct the offense.
They're in a man, well, kind of a man-to-man. Nice pass.
Nice pass into Biven. Biven couldn't get it to go down. Elder knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, Biven probably wants that one back. It's a wide open layup for her.
And a heck of a pass there by Lily Holmes. A nice bounce pass inside. Emma to inbounds. Emma, they go in the corner. Mesa, shot out of the corner. No good. Back of the iron. Mesa tries to follow up the shot. Veach screens her out. Veach quickly up the floor. Left side they go, Cole. She tried to drive baseline, cut off by Biven. Out front, Elder. Shot Westra, right side. No good. Didn't hit anything except the backboard. It went off a Mattoon player, and Veach will recover it right in front of their bench.
Yeah, those are the tough ones to rebound, actually. Air balls.
Elder. Left side Veach. Cole. Cole out of the corner. Up in. No good. Shot an air ball. Lily Holmes chases it down. 3:38 to go. Grace Biven out front at the free throw line to Paisley Holmes. Paisley drives in. Bounce pass to Grace, and Grace couldn't handle the bounce pass. And on that turnover, it'll go Green Wave way.
Yeah, we've turned the ball over quite a bit in this fourth quarter.
Westra put up another three-pointer. Didn't get it to go down, and Paisley the board. Mesa McLeod, 20-footer right side, no good. Biven with a nice screen out, grabbed the rebound, kick back out to Mesa. She'll drive baseline, throws up the shot, no good. Lily is right there, up and good.
Yeah, Mesa was a little aggressive there.
Lincoln, three girls in double figures right now. Give Lily 10. Shot out front, up and no good. Westra again. Yeah. Lily the board. Lily's trapped in the corner. She'll get it to Paisley. And Lincoln may have some numbers here. Paisley up the floor. Has Grace Biven right there. Grace 5-footer up and good. I think she should have taken it to the basket, but we'll take the shot.
There was nobody there.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody there. I tell you what, Mattoon is just bombing up threes right now.
Inside they go. Larson, she's triple teamed. Westra, another three. Up and no good.
Great box out by Hutchinson.
Larson, the rebound. Hutchinson with a good box out, and the ball gets stuck, and that'll be a jump ball Lincoln's way. And they'll have to get somebody or another ball to get that down.
Yeah, here comes all the substitutions down.
Wholesale substitutions on the floor. Sage Gilbert in, Taylor Short in, Ella Schneider in, Greg Gilbert in for Lincoln.
Yeah, pretty much next year's team. I mean, you had, of course, Paisley and Biven to this team.
Kaylee Griffin in for Mattoon.
Yeah, I was going to have that referee see if he can jump and get that ball out of that rim.
Wasn't sure he was going to get it knocking it down. Marissa Waggle, a sophomore, into the basketball game for them. Charlie Poorman in the basketball game, number 4 for Mattoon. So Veach and Larson stay on the floor of the other starters. Gilbert, nice drive in the lane. Squirts it out to Gray Gilbert. Emma, the three on the way. Back of the iron, no good. And Gray chases the rebound down. In the corner she goes to Emma Hutchinson. Emma, another three, a long one up, no good. Hit the back of the iron, and Sage Gilbert knocked it out of bounds with a minute 54 on the clock. Lincoln up 49-24. Elizabeth Chen in the basketball game for Lincoln.
Yeah, Larson just went out for her last minutes of Mattoon's career.
And Olivia Morgan in the basketball game for Mattoon. Morgan in the corner. Morgan, they throw it inside, and Chen has it. And Elizabeth will get it to Emma Hutchinson. Right side, Ella Schneider. I think Ella thought for a second about throwing it up
I know.
there.
I was kind of wanting her too, actually.
Greg Gilbert off to Ella. Ella in the corner short. Hutchinson. Left wing. Out front, Schneider. Schneider short. Out front, Ella. Ella, handoff Emma. Emma, pass inside Chen. Chen to Ella. Ella, 15-footer. That was partially blocked. Short's got it under the bucket. Gets it to Gray. Out front, Schneider. Schneider, left side, Hutchinson. Hutchinson around the Chen screen. To Chen inside. Chen to Gilbert. Gilbert to Ella. 53 seconds on the clock. We're under a minute.
Good ball movement by Lincoln.
Hutchinson. Ella. Ella to Short. Short. Ella. Taylor Short. Ella drives in the lane. Kick out Gray Gilbert. She thought about shooting a three. She drives in, dribbled it off her own foot, and out of bounds. 34.9 on the clock. This one's over, but the final score. Lincoln going to go on to the regional championship game Thursday night against Mount Zion. That'll be a 7 p.m. start out here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. We'll be on about 10 minutes before with the pregame show. Poorman drives baseline, partially blocked by somebody. I think it was Gray Gilbert. And Lincoln out of there with it. Emma Hutchinson up the floor. Emma in the corner, Gilbert. Gilbert drives to the basket, up, no good, and had a lane to the bucket and just hit the underside of the rim. Poorman in the corner, Morgan, and Gray Gilbert goes on the deck for it, knocks it to Hutchinson, and Lincoln will dribble it out. That'll end it. And Lincoln wins the opening game of their subsectional, hosting the regional by a score of 49-24 after over the Apollo Conference team at Mattoon. Lincoln goes to 23-8 on the year. Mattoon will end their season at 6-24. We'll send it back to the LCN studios for a 1 minute or 2 minute timeout. When we come back, DW and I will have the Growl Incorporated postgame show. You've been listening to Lady Railer Basketball on Logan County Sports Voice, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Elkhart Croft and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, Heritage Packaging, Modern Brake and Alignment, Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch, Growl Incorporated, Schneider Masonry, Collision Concepts, State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, The Johnson Family, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni, Rocking G Land and Cattle. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball.
Well, Lincoln Community High School, Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium is going to be quite busy here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because Lincoln is hosting the regional for the girls and also hosting the regional for the boys. But the ladies strike first as they win tonight, the second game of a doubleheader here at Roy S., beating the Mattoon Green Wave 49-24. And almost an identical score, Darren. I believe the score was 48-29 that Mount Zion won by over Charleston in the first game of the Lincoln Regional. So now it'll be Mount Zion and Lincoln to face off, and the Lincoln girls will be looking for some revenge for that earlier overtime loss to Mount Zion.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and they're kids, so they're looking, you don't want to look past a game or whatever, but the girls probably had that circle down to where they're going to be playing Mount Zion for the regional championship, and that's what they got. So, I mean, revenge, that's an understatement right there, because we lost an 11-point lead against Mount Zion at home, where Mount Zion beat us in overtime, to where we'll be looking for that game. But tonight, it started with defense.
7 victories in a row, none of them giving up over 40 points in the ball game. In fact, the last time they gave up 40 was that loss up at U-High, a game they probably should have won ultimately.
And that went into overtime.
Yeah, that one went in overtime. So you're sitting there looking at this and going, hey, this defense has been really, really good in the last 7 games, and hopefully they keep it up. As we talked earlier, all of the 8 losses that they've had this year have come when they've given up over 40 points in the basketball game. And really, I thought the offense for the most part, was pretty good tonight. Yeah, there were some easy shots that they missed. There was a little sloppy play there in the fourth quarter. But overall, I thought consistently the offense was pretty good over 4 quarters.
Yeah, and go again to where when you play good defense and get steals and get, you could run with the ball. You can go up and down the court, and I thought that's what we did a lot. And again, I thought Coach Farmer did a great job on the halftime adjustments, to where, he moved that press up, and Lily Holmes, my goodness gracious, she was everywhere on the floor tonight, and moving that defense up, got a couple 10 seconds call and a lot of steals, to where they only scored 9 points in the second half.
We saw a lot of the girls. I can't fault anybody, because I saw, from Mia Clark to Grace Biven to Paisley and Lily Holmes, Grace Schneider, there was nothing, Mason McLeod, there's nothing but all-out hustle going out there. And I talked with Brad Schneider before the game. It's like, hey, you got to play every game from now on like it's your last one, because it just might be.
It is. And as a coach, all you want to tell your girls, your team, is to go out and play hard. You play 100%. Believe me, you'll be in every single game. Because that team might be a lot better than you if you go out there. But if you play 110% and give it all, and the hustle, because you look at the hustle plays, the balls on the floor, the rebounds, to where you go out and get the boards. Those will add up.
And I think, Coach, you walk, if you give 100%, if you give everything, and you can walk off the floor and say, I gave it everything I had tonight as far as effort goes, you walk out with your head held high.
Oh, for
no matter
sure.
the result.
For sure. And that's what Coach Farmer probably talked to his team about, is and I thought tonight, coming out with the effort, especially to start the game up 14-0. I mean, what a start.
Here comes the victorious coach joining us on the Grau Incorporated postgame show. I guess when you win 49-24 in the opening game of the regional at your place, there's not much you can say to the team after the game, is there?
I mean, we got plenty of things to work on. I thought we got.
That's a coach for you.
Yeah. I thought they really hurt us on the boards tonight. I mean, we stand there and watch, and we try and out jump them, and we're already a foot shorter than them. So I'm not quite sure why we didn't box out. But that's a big problem. I always have 3 keys. Rebounding, effort, and limit turnovers. And we did one of those tonight, and it wasn't limit turnovers.
It was. I thought your effort was. I thought your effort was pretty good. Yes. I really thought your effort was very good tonight. Turnovers, there were some spells in there where there were some silly passes. We've talked about this, silly passes and some turnovers that shouldn't have happened. But Darren and I talked. I thought, as far as a consistent four quarters, your offense was pretty good, and I thought your defense really was very good tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had one field goal in the first half is what I thought they had. The rest of them are all free throws.
Yeah.
And we
and the one field goal they made, they banked the 3 in. So I thought we did play good defense. We get that ball out in front of us, and we like to take them out. And we got to play solid defense and quit fouling.
Yeah, Coach, got to a great start, and I always talk about getting off to a great start, especially against a team like that. You don't want a team that you're better than to hang around, because like I said, they banked the 3 in. That could happen in the fourth quarter if they're hanging around. But in the second quarter, I thought a little sloppy there. But the third quarter, it looked like your adjustments seemed like you moved the press up, and our defense moved up. And I tell you what, we were everywhere in that third quarter.
Yeah, I thought we played really well the third quarter. We didn't press much in the second quarter. I'm not quite certain. I never really called it off, but we like to press after we make, and we just didn't make any shots. Every time we got to the free throw line, we missed the second one. And so we didn't really get a ton of chances to press there in the second quarter, which hurt us. I thought our press was decent tonight. The backs moved. They got a couple steals in the back, but like Coach Whiteman said in the locker room, my guess we had 20 turnovers. And it wasn't nothing they did. It was
right.
Our own selves. It was bobbling the ball, dribbling into our own teammates, making bad passes. It's not like they picked our pocket.
Darren had talked about extending your press. You moved the press up and you moved your backs up. And I thought there were times that on the press, your backs did a real good job of anticipating passes and if not stealing them. Grace Biven had a couple of steals, but others like Mia Clark was able to at least get a hand on it and disrupt their offense.
Yeah, and they struggled against the press tonight, and I thought the girls up top, we really didn't foul on the press. It was mainly, in the half court when we started hammering them. But, the guards moved really well up there. They had all 4 girls up. At times they had all 5. So the backs had to come up a little bit, cover the middle. We got hurt a couple times where the back gambled and missed it, and then the other back came flying up instead of protecting the hoop. But, those are things we can work on, and hopefully we'll be ready to go Thursday.
Yeah, I talked to Jay about this, to where, I'm looking at the, doing up the scoring and stuff, and you have your leading scorer only have 1 point. And if you go into a game saying that your leading scorer is going to have 1 point and you win by 25 points, you're probably going to say there's no way.
Yeah, everybody else stepped up tonight. It wasn't a great shooting night for her, but she also didn't get a ton of looks.
Right.
They played box and 1.
Yep.
And then Mesa shot him into a triangle and 2.
That's what I said earlier. Triangle 2.
And I thought to her credit, to Mia's credit, yeah, she tried to go in the lane a couple of times and draw some contact and didn't get the call. But I really thought she didn't force a whole lot out of your offense. If it wasn't there, she didn't force it, and I thought that was commendable for her.
Yeah, I agree. A couple shots here and there, but, she was frustrated, and I understand that, box and 1 is tough to go against, and, Mesa hit some shots, and like I said, it looked like they eventually went to a triangle and 2 there, but we had other girls step up. Biven did a good job. Our guards did a good job of kind of splitting, inverting the triangle and dumping down for a high-low.
Sage Gilbert gives you a presence out there with, you list her at 5'7", but she plays bigger than that. When she drives to the basket, she actually goes up. She goes up and she goes hard. She plays defense. That block or foul and block she had down here was a heck of an athletic play. She gives you another dimension off the bench that other teams are going to struggle with. Yeah,
she's long, really long, and does a great job rebounding, and even at the end there, when she was out of there, we spread them out wide, and then we got 1 girl dribbling and 4 girls watching, and she always cuts and she always goes to the boards, which really helps us, especially given, she can play back and the wing for us. So, she did a really good job for us tonight, and, hopefully she steps up Thursday.
And Coach, I know, now you got the regional championship game Thursday. We've already played Mount Zion earlier this year, to where I think it went in overtime. They and you actually had a pretty decent lead on them, and you got to see them play tonight, to where they didn't play very good until that fourth quarter. But how's the team looking forward to Mount Zion this Thursday?
Yeah, we've been preparing for them and Mattoon. I figured they were going to win, and hopefully we would get another shot at them. I think the girls are ready. I think they want to get that revenge, from what happened to us earlier in the season, and, we'll see what we can do.
All right, Coach, thanks for coming up and joining us here on the post-game show. Congratulations on the opening win and win number 23 on the year. And now we need to get a regional championship on Thursday night against Mount Zion. A little revenge wouldn't hurt, would it?
No. we could use all the fans we have.
Yes.
So, pack the gym and the girls feed off of that stuff, and, hopefully we can get the win.
Come on out here to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us on the post-game show, Corey Farmer. We'll let you go. We'll see you on Thursday night, bud.
Thanks, guys.
Well, DW, you got the scoring added up here.
Yes, here we go. We'll go with Mattoon first. We got Powers that had 3. Larson had 12. Spent most of her. She only scored, I think, 3 field goals. The rest were 6 free throws and 3 field goals. And then we had Beach with 3 that banked the 3 in. That's what he was talking about earlier. And we had Perez that had 6 points for 24. Good defensive effort. We had Lincoln. Mia Clark had 1 point. Lily Holmes had a 10, but a great defensive game, all-around game for Lily Holmes. We had Grace Schneider had 2. We had Mace McLeod with 12, 4 threes in the game. We had Paisley Holmes with 2. Sage Gilbert had 8, and Grace Biven with 14. So we had 3 girls with double digits.
The 14th double-figure game for Grace Biven here in her freshman year, and she's having one heck of a freshman year. And I'm like you, if you'd have told me that, hey, Mia Clark's only going to get 1 point tonight, but she's not sick and she's not injured.
Right.
She's going to play the whole game. She'll only get 1 point, and you're going to win by 25. I'd have said, okay, put the final score up. We'll just leave the gym.
Right, exactly. And we got to have the effort Thursday coming against Mount Zion, because Mount Zion's got 5 girls on there that can actually play.
Do you think at this point in the season, with the girls on a 7-game winning streak and the defense playing probably as well as it has all year, do you think maybe it has finally sunk into the girls that, hey, the defense is what's going to win us ball games here in the postseason? Even if we don't score, if we can't get shots to go down, we can't let our dauber get down, we can't dig a hole for ourselves, we've got to continue every possession to play that hard defense like we saw tonight.
Well, and you talked about it earlier, to where there's no tomorrow if you lose. It's got to be all out. And Coach Farmer even talked about pressing and stuff like that. And it seems like he's been pressing a lot more later in the season. And we're going to have to need that against Mount Zion, because it's got to be all out, and it's got to be the effort coming out there first.
And from what we saw in their game, they played a similar 1-2-2 press, put Wisher out there on the front of it, and she's pretty good size for a sophomore. She's like 5'9", and she's built, to the point where she's fairly solid. So our guards, especially Grace Schneider, going to have to handle the basketball well in the backcourt, make sure we don't have silly turnovers.
Yeah, and their press isn't bad, too, because all 5 of them can actually move. Mattoon's got a couple bigger girls to where they can't move, but Mount Zion's big girls can move. So it's going to take another team effort. So we're going to have to again start with defense, but it's got to start early.
Right.
It's got to start like this game did, because we've got home court, and if you get off to a good start, that momentum keeps building, especially at home.
So for Connor Shaw, for Big Guy at the station manager Jim Ash, for Tate, who worked the board expertly tonight, for social media and marketing manager Lloyd Kirby, for all the Lincoln Lady Railer coaches and players, for all of our sponsors, thank you. We've got one more game, as again, it's one and done here in the postseason. Lincoln wins it tonight 49-24. They will play for a regional championship here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium against the Lady Braves of Mount Zion on Thursday night. It'll be a 7 p.m. start. Expect our pregame at about 6:50. This is Jay Harden saying good night and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage is made possible by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out their website, merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer Service, your local source for all your fertilizer, ag chemical, and custom application needs. See what Mark Gordon and the Elkhart, Croft, and Lake Fork Fertilizer team can do for you. Call 217-445-2631. Heritage Packaging in Lincoln, offering top-notch products and value-driven solutions for Central Illinois. Heritage Packaging offers the right packaging right on time. Learn more online at welchpkg.com or call 217-735-4406. Modern Brake and Alignment, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1964, offering full-service auto repairs, including suspension service, brake replacement, wheel alignment, transportation services, and more. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Stop by the shop at 1000 Commercial Park in Lincoln. Call 217-628-7650 or learn more at modernbrake.com. Go Railers! Lincoln Mayor Tracy Welch and Annette Welch. Attend one of Tracy's Coffee with the Mayor events to ask questions and learn more about happenings around Lincoln. Check the City of Lincoln Facebook page for dates and times. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culvers. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Experience the difference with Collision Concepts. State Farm Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and he's got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program for more than 50 years.
Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com.
United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-737-7581. LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a railer, always a railer. Rocking G Land and Cattle, Central Illinois source for superior shorthorn beef cattle genetics. Give Mark a call at 217-737-7905 or call Sheldon at 217-737-7787. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.